Hey everyone, this is Corey with Stafford's ADC, and today we're looking at a trio here of tack knives. Now, tack knives is an OTF brand, and I believe these are going to be pretty budget friendly in terms of OTFs. Now, that doesn't mean they're going to be dirt cheap. What I mean by budget friendly in this case is I think these are going to be in the mid hundreds range. These are going to be pushing, like 150-ish, and I could be completely wrong about that, and I hope I'm not, but I feel like I remember hearing that somewhere. Let me flip this guy over just so you can see the switch. That one there is the only one with a side switch. The other two, the other one I'm unboxing here, the switch is on the spine. I think that's the proper term. But I'm not a big OTF guy, which you guys know. But yeah, these three here came all in a pairs pass around. You can see the two of these have some carbon fiber inlaid into them. Very typical carbon fiber looking texture there. I have no doubt to believe it's real carbon fiber, as in this day and age, it's something that's going to make your knife astronomically expensive. But yeah, the Tack Knives OTFs, these really impressed me, and I'll talk about why as we go through them here. I treat OTFs I'm definitely biased as not an OTF guy. It's just, I've never found them enjoyable. They've never been as practical to me because they have blade play and the springs and everything. I'm much more comfortable with manual folders, and that goes for, I guess, any automatic. I'm much more comfortable with a manual folder. And OTFs just don't do anything for me. I at one point probably thought they were really cool when I was younger, and as I've handled them, they kind of lost their pizzazz, their wow to me. They just don't do anything for me. Even good ones, cheap ones, whatever, just nothing's ever really like jumped out and impressed me. And I've used them. You can see the use on these. There's there's just nothing about them that really like makes me excited. But these, I looked at them and I'm like, wow, the grind's really short on them. The blade stock's kind of thick. I don't know how these are gonna perform. Like that's really just not a whole lot of grind, and that's a whole lot of blade stock. And a tiny one. It's a thinner blade, which is great to see. Love to see that. But again, like, really short, thick grinds. So I don't know. How do I feel about these? These cut so well. They performed great. I don't know what it is. These tiny grinds are. This one appears it might be a hollow grind. It's very difficult to tell given the size, and you guys aren't gonna be able to see shit me doing this. But I don't think it's hollow ground, but it might be. Nevertheless, it comes to not a very thin edge, which I'm not surprised. It's a very short grind, but instead of being thick and sucking, it cut really well, which I was very surprised to see. Now this does have an edge on it, but it's not extremely sharp or anything like that. It's not cutting my finger there as I run across it. This is in 154 cm, by the way, this little one. I assume the other two are as well, but I will have to double check that. Do have the little glass breaker on the back. Not sure how practical that is on such a small knife. It's very difficult to have that sticking out where you'd be able to make contact with anything. But it's there. It fires nice and hard. Works every time. I knocked these guys off track a few times on purpose. And you just pull them. Oops, sorry, this one doesn't. There we go. Just didn't pull it hard enough. And they're right back on track. Never had any misfires on these. This one with the side opener. Is this one marked? Yes, 154 cm as well. It's marked right up there. Can you see it? There you go. This one again. This is definitely a flat grind on this one. And it's chunky. I mean, I guess you can see here it's a thick grind. There's no reason this should be cutting well, but it did. And I just don't understand it. Now, I will say, I don't like side switches. That's something that handling this has allowed me to discover, that I just do not enjoy repositioning after deployment. I feel like with folders, like your typical folder, it's kind of natural to automatically reposition. This is just kind of bothersome to me. It's weird, and its ergos are a little odd because your pointer finger kind of lands on them. Thumb kind of lands around it. It's just not my jam. So certainly not my thing, but I know a lot of people like this. The Benchmade Infidel is a great example of a really popular side switch OTF. So, not my jam, certainly. I definitely prefer this style here with the actuator being on the spine. And I think a lot of people do as well. This one is in D2. You can see that mark down at the bottom of the blade there. And again, a really thick, chunky grind. But it cut really well, and I just don't understand why. I don't get it. Maybe it's because, I don't even have a guess. But these really surprised me. They all fire really nicely. As I said, you can knock them off track. You just pull them out until they kind of flex a little bit, and then right back on. We'll do it to this one as well, because I didn't. You see it's all loosey-goosey. Just give it a little yank, and you're right back on. These are great. They're nice budget OTFs that perform really well, fire nice and solid, aren't too aggressive that they're going to kill your thumb. You're not going to get super fatigued over time. Yeah, I was just impressed by these. Tack knives, probably never heard of them, but I hope you guys start taking a look at these, because I'm not an OTF guy. I'm not going to pretend like, oh, I'm going to buy one of these now. I'm gonna own all their lineup. I'm definitely not, but I can certainly attest that the product is good, and that if somebody's looking for a budget OTF, I'm going to send them the Tack Knives, because these thoroughly impressed me, not only in their build quality, but in their performance too. So that's really sweet. I like being surprised. I can pick up a knife and within a couple minutes know whether I love it or hate it, and pretty much know how it's going to perform. And these just completely flipped my brain on that. So I was excited to try these out, and appreciate that Tack Knives put these into the YouTube pass around group and gave us the opportunity to look at these. I hope the next person is as impressed as I was with these, because they really kind of came out of left field. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and let me know your thoughts. And look into Tack Knives, I guess. They're not paying me to say anything, but I was so impressed and so, unexpected to have this kind of reaction to these, that it's only fair that I give them that praise. And hopefully you guys will check them out at the very least. Don't have to buy anything. There's not going to be any codes or any links or anything like that. But yeah, just good to know the option that's available. If I need to suggest one to somebody, this is probably where I'm going to send someone for an OTF, rather than having them spend $200, $300, $400 on one. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. This is the last video I'm filming today of like 15, so I'm so thankful to be done. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night, day, whatever it is. And with that, take care.